What up, everybody? And turning back another video. I know it's been a minute, man, but man, work, life, all that shit's been in the way, man. But we're slowly. Look, you can tell I'm a real 300. Look, I literally got a 300 grill right there. But obviously, I got a charger now, so well, you can't really see, but whatever. Anyways, I'm back. Basically, gonna talk about, do I regret buying this car or not? I'll just cut to the gist real quick. I don't regret buying it, but I would say, man, there's definitely some things that I ain't liking, man. 300 isn't feeling some things on this car, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you, especially coming from what I'm used to. But it is an old car. Keep in mind, it's an 06. And in case you're new to the channel, that 300. I got an 06 SRT charger. We're gonna see right here, man. My garage is kind of tiny, so obviously I can only put the charger in here. But it's gonna lean on it right here. But yeah, I've had this car for about I want to say like 6 months. No, maybe like 4 months or something. I do kind of daily it, I guess. Not really, but it's dailyable. But anyways, I'm not gonna waste time. First thing I don't like about this car, the interior. What I mean by the interior is just the plastics. There's a lot of freaking plastics. I mean, this thing is rattling everywhere. It's almost like there's a freaking rat living under the dash or something. Okay, I mean, it's not that bad, but the plastics is crazy. Everything's pretty much plastic. I mean, everything is like, cheap, and it's like rattling all over the place. It's loose. I would say though, a lot of it is probably just specific to this car because the previous owner, I could tell he had an aftermarket radio in it. And the reason why I say it to y'all real quick, hopefully y'all can see with this lighting. So there's a mic right there. And if I look in here, there's like this USBs and stuff. And if I go on the back, hopefully y'all can see this. There's this one of those kind of cameras that go on those aftermarket radios. So this car didn't come with all that from the factory. So somebody probably had a radio in there at some point. And whoever installed it or put it back together or something, they did a terrible job. Cause I mean, everything is just kind of loose, So because of that, when I'm over like speed bumps and stuff, I mean, stuff is just like rattling. I mean, this thing is cracked. Whatever. I mean, it's not bad enough to where it's like it drives me crazy or anything, but it's definitely, noteworthy, So, I mean, I couldn't imagine buying this car back in 06 and paying who knows how much still was back in 06. But then again, people buying this car back then, you're not really buying for the interior. It's more so for that engine. Actually, let me pop the hood, man. But it's more so for the engine, that 400 horsepower, 6.1. But yeah, that's pretty much my first thing. The interior is not all that good. Compared to the 300, I would say the 300 is a little bit better when it comes to that, but not by much. I mean, the 300 also have plastics in there. It's just this one is kind of a little bit loose, so we'll let that slide. Second thing I don't like about this car, man, the sound system is trash. It's not good. All right. I read some forums and people talking about, oh, this sounds good, this, that. The sound system is not good. I think it's just a kicker sound system. Show that beautiful engine, man. Engine made us look good though. But yeah, the sound system is not all that good. It has a factory sub in it, and I don't know, it just doesn't really sound good. I had to throw in a SCAR audio. I'll show you a different clip of how I did that. I'll put it right here. Here's the kicker sub. Like I said, pretty much trash. This is what I ended up putting in instead. I'm gonna show y'all the quickest tutorial actually. The one thing I would say though, they do make it really easy to install an aftermarket sub. Let me show y'all real quick what I did. So obviously the battery's back here. I just tapped in the power from there. Ground is right here. And I got this LC2i. You don't need it, but I just did it because I wanted it nice and easy. The power on the ground, obviously from the same place. And then this has a automatic signal sensing, and then it turns on the amp. And I just connected it to the amp, and obviously I ran it through. The signals from this kicker right here, so and then connected all to the SCAR. So obviously this one is disconnected because there's no point having both of them running at the same time, but that's pretty much how I hooked it up. It was really easy, so I let it make it easy. The rest of the speakers though, trash. But yeah, man, they didn't do could have been better, but whatever. I know the one in the 300 came with the Boston acoustic. I think that's what it was called. That sounds way better than Charger. It's not even close. So I don't know why they didn't put the same one in Charger, but even because the Boston acoustic didn't even have that sub in the trunk. It didn't have this 10-inch sub, but somehow it still sounds better than this one. I don't know how, but I guess it's not really pumping a lot of juice or whatever. But I'm not an audio engineer. I don't know how it works. All I know is it doesn't sound good. So that's the second thing. All right, another thing I don't like though is a lot of the missing features. Now, obviously, I can't really blame this car for that. This is just more so because I'm spoiled for what I've had in the past. You know, obviously I've had 300s. And obviously there's certain things missing from the 300 compared to the Charger. The biggest thing is memory seats, all right? And the reason why I say that is, you know, me and my wife, we both, you know, she drives it time to time. And with the 300, you know, we could just save our settings and all that. But with the Charger, you don't have memory seats, you know, so pretty much every time she drives it and I drive, we have to, like, you know, do the whole seat adjustment, steering wheel. Even the steering wheel is like, I mean, look at this crap, man. Bruh. I mean, what is this, man? It's freaking manual, man. Like, you know, like, I don't mean to bash this car or anything, but like I said, I'm just used to having, you know, all these things being electric, you know. Like, I have to do the mirrors, adjust steering wheel and all that. But obviously, once you set it, you know, it's one of those things where you don't really touch so often. Once you set it, then it's fine. But I do kind of miss it. And also with the 300, whenever you shut the car off and you exit the car, the steering wheel will like automatically rise up and the seat will automatically move back. So that way it's easier for you to, you know, it makes a little bit more room for you to get out of the car. And for me being tall, I'm like 6'2". That was actually pretty nice. I actually really missed that because it makes it a little bit easier, you know, for me to get out. Whereas with this one, obviously it doesn't do that. So I'm like, I mean, I would say it's a tight fit. I'm not going to whine about it that much, but, you know, it's just one of those things. It was, you know, I don't know why they couldn't put it in the Charger, especially the SRT, you know, considering the SRT8 was the, you know, top of the line back then, but it is what it is. So moving on, next thing, it has automatic lights, which is good, but god damn it, whose freaking idea was it back in 06 to put freaking halogens on the SRT Charger? Are you kidding me? Y'all see this ugly halogen bulbs? Like, what the hell, man? Oh man, I hate halogen bulbs. I can't stand it. I know y'all probably wonder, oh, why don't you just put in LED bulbs? And yes, I know I could do that, but I want to keep this car as stock as possible. So it came with halogens from the factory. I'm just gonna let it rock like that, you know. Plus, I don't really like I don't like the way LED looks on like reflector housing. You know, if it had projectors, if the car had projector housing, then I'll for sure put in LED bulbs. But I don't, you know, I feel like having LED bulbs on like, you know, reflector housing, it kind of looks odd. Like I don't understand it, you know. So I'll just leave the halogen in there. It's fine. I would say though, show you real quick, it's starting to look a little bit faded. So what I was thinking of actually doing is those halo kits from Lightning Trends. I might just get like a pre-built headlight assembly. I think it's like $600, which is really not too bad. It comes with the whole headlight assembly left and right with the halos, excuse me, already installed. So I'll probably just end up doing that. And I'll probably install it. Probably be a later DIY video. Cause so far I haven't really done any like DIY. Well, I guess I did change the belts. Cause the belt was squeaky when I got it, but that's about the only thing I've done. So maybe I'll do a DIY video showing how to put that in. So if you guys want to see, let me know. So I'll probably do that at some point. But yeah, halogen bulbs, come on, man. You know, nah, it ain't it. You know, thankfully they don't do that no more with the newer chargers, but I guess in 06. So we'll let it slide. All right, we'll let it slide. All right, next then, the ride quality in this car is really not that good. I was actually not really expecting it, but I should have. And one thing I noticed is with the SRTs, the suspension is a little bit stiffer than the regular ones, which makes sense, right? Because the SRT is, like I said, the top of the line, you know, sportiest version, let me say, you know. So the suspension is a little bit stiffer, and you feel it, you know. I don't know what the suspension is compared with the 300, but I know my 300 definitely ruled a lot better than this, for sure. Like, it's actually kind of bad that I don't take it on. There's certain parts of town that if I know I'm going to be driving through this part, I don't even bother taking the charger. Like, that's how bad it is. You know, the certain parts I cannot take the car because the ride quality is just trash. You know, it's just really not good. So I'd rather just stick the Caddy for that, you know, because the Caddy obviously rides a lot better than this. So it's a little bit stiff. You know, initially I thought maybe the suspension, I thought maybe the struts were bad or something, but they actually look pretty new. But I guess that's just how it is from the factory with the SRT car. So, but yeah, that's just how it is. Handling wise, you see that's what I don't understand about this. I guess maybe it's better than a regular RT. I mean, compared to the 300 that I had in the past, I can't really tell that the handling is any much better, to be honest. Like, you know, then again, I'm not a race car driver or anything, but I don't notice it. I'm not like, oh, the handling is way better than the 300. I think it handles just about the same, but you get a worse ride quality. So it's like, what the hell, man? You know. But anyways, hey, it's, you know, if you get in top of the line SRT, that's what you got to deal with. So just, you know, stop complaining and just, you know, enjoy the car for what it is. So, which is what I'm doing, you know. So yeah, that's the next thing I don't like. And I guess the last thing I'll talk about is just, you know, the cost of having a car like this, you know. And this is something that a lot of people probably don't think about before they get into cars like this. You know, I feel like everybody just wants to get an SRT or stuff like that. And, you know, obviously you got to buy the car first. You got to pay for it. But it's like, you know, there's certain costs and certain things that come with having a car like this. First of all, you know, we all know how the cars are like stolen easily, you know. Maybe not this one, but the newer ones for sure. But even this ones get stolen all the time. That's one of the reasons why I actually got a new place, and obviously it's in the garage. I always skip it in here. So, you know, so if you drive a car like this, you gotta be careful. It does come with a little bit more attention than most other cars, obviously. Obviously it's loud as hell. Yeah. But like I said, you know, but like I said, all the things like just the parts, you know, like the brakes, it's got the we looked at the parts online. It's actually not too bad, but it's a lot more expensive than if I was to get brakes from my regular 300 that didn't have Brembos. Obviously the insurance is a lot higher. The insurance is gonna be a lot higher. You know, you gotta put in premium gas, which this car does require. Obviously that's gonna cost more. And you know, the gas mileage is obviously not good. So you're paying for the more expensive gas, and you're paying for a lot more gas. If you're daily in it, obviously you're gonna be paying even more. So that's another thing to keep in mind. But you know, I would say all that, you know, at the end of the day, you drive the car, you just kind of forget about all that, you know, you just forget about, oh, I'm paying whatever for insurance or gas, you know, because once you give it gas, man, it just, all that just kind of goes away. But when it comes time to pay that gas bill or that insurance bill, it's like, damn. But hey, you know, I'm in a good position. I'm blessed, and you guys, you know, for the guys who've been following my channel for the longest, you know, y'all seen the kind of cars I've had in the past, you know, so it took me a long time to, you know, work my way up to get something like this. So, like, it's one of those things where it's like, I literally had to work for this thing, you know, so. With that being said, though, I don't know how long I'm gonna keep this car, to be honest. Like I said, I like it, I don't hate it, I don't regret it. I for sure don't regret it. But I like a Challenger, man. Like, I mean, for some reason, ever since I got this car, I feel like I've been seeing Challengers everywhere, and I'm like, man, the Challenger looks nice, you know. So I really do want a Challenger. So that's why I'm kind of in this limbo right now. I'm like, do I put in all this, you know, get all these headlights and all these things, put in all this work just to sell it and get a Challenger anyways, or do I just sell it now and get a Challenger? You know, like, I don't know, man. It's kind of tough. It's kind of tough, but I got some decisions. I got some, you know, thinking and decisions making to make, you know, but, you know, overall though, I do like the car. It's been great. Most importantly, it's been reliable. Like, I haven't driven it a whole lot since I got it, but, you know, the few times I have, it hasn't really given me any issue. There's no warning lights, nothing. You know, I can, you know, that's really all I want. I want a car to be reliable, you know, somewhat decent, cheaply to maintain, things like that, you know, and so far it's been good, you know, so I can't really complain, you know. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for the Charger. Let me know what you guys think about the car. You know, if you guys, whatever you want me to do with the car, you know, if it's within reason, you know, obviously I'm not gonna, you know, force me like, oh, put long tube headers and cam, and I'm not doing all that, man. Like, I'm not doing all that, man. That's you know, who knows? Maybe I end up keeping this car for a long time. I end up doing that, but as of right now, I'm not really thinking that far. At least not with this car. So we'll see. We'll see. But you know, just simple stuff. You know, like I said, the headlights. You know, I'll probably end up doing that again. The halos in there. I can make a video, a DIY video showing how to do that. But anyways, like and subscribe, man. Thanks for watching the video, man. I'll see you on the next one. Then 300 out.